We can work with chi-squared distributions using our calculator. If we go to the distribution application and then scroll to the chi-squared distribution, we can select the appropriate tail. Typically, we would use the third tail. That's because the values are cumulative. When we look at the statistical tables, the values in those statistical tables are those which a random variable with the chi-square distribution on v degrees of freedom exceed with the probability shown in those tables. So we normally use this. We can select data from a variable or a list. Here is where we input x. Here is where we've got the degrees of freedom. In the first example, we have to find the critical value of the chi-squared distribution with 3 degrees of freedom and a 95% level of significance. We leave the tail as shown here. We have 3 degrees of freedom. We will leave x as 0 for now. Let's execute. Then we change this to 95%. You will find the critical value to be 0.3518. In the next example, we have the chi-squared distribution, this time with 4 degrees of freedom and a 10% level of significance. We have 4 degrees of freedom. Let's execute, and we've got a 10% level of significance. You will find the critical value to equal 7.7794. The random variable x has a chi-squared distribution with 12 degrees of freedom. Let's enter this into our calculator. Let's go to the distribution application. We have a chi-squared with 12 degrees of freedom. For the first part, we have to find the value of x such that the probability that x is greater than x is equal to 0.95. Let us adjust the tail. Let us execute. Let us change the probability to equal 0.95. You will find the critical value to equal 5.226. We now have to find the value of x such that the probability that x is less than x is equal to 0.1. Let us change the tail. We have the probability that x is less than x equals 0.1. You will find x to equal 6.3037.